Hi, everyone, and welcome to Loveworks. I am Stella, and we are going to do an all signs tarot reading for you. We are going to take a look at whatever comes out. So go ahead and check your timestamp down below in the comments or in the description box under the More tab, where you can also find how to book a personal reading with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with Aries. Let's see what's going on for you, Aries. Okay, what's going on? What's shaking, Aries? What is going on for Aries, please? What is the message for Aries and or Aries placements, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, any placement. Messages for Aries for their highest good. Highest and clearest good. And you guys have something on your mind. Okay. Well, I would hope. I think we all have something on our mind. But I don't know. Something a little deeper, maybe. Okay, what's going on? Okay. Okay. All right. So I feel like there's a conversation possibly going on between two people here where it's almost as if like you're not sure. Like, should I be pissed off at that? Or I feel like there's a little bit of resentment energy going on here. Maybe somebody said something or is about to, because this can be predictive too, that you're just not sure. Like, what did they mean by that? So this could be something that someone says at work for you, because, you know, these are just kind of current energy readings. They don't always have to be big, heavy situations, right? So where you're just sort of like, I don't know, what did they mean by that? So you are definitely curious. So get more clarity, I would say, with something. I do feel like you... I don't know. I'm getting the feeling they don't mean what you think they mean, or something along those lines. Let me get a little bit more here. Oh, yeah. Someone's going to apologize. Yeah, I do. I feel like someone's going to apologize. Maybe it's someone you're dating, or maybe it's someone at work. Again, you know, general reading here. But it's like, yeah, I do feel like with this energy here, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles showing up right in the center, that there's someone that's kind of ticking you off or making you feel like you're not important, or they're not making you a priority in a positive way. I mean, not like in an attention grabbing way, but just, you know, in a positive way. It feels like they're not doing that. You know, they're not being positive. They're not making your text or your message or whatever you're asking for. Maybe, like, again, it's at work. They're not making it a priority. I do feel like this person will most likely apologize. Or it could be the other way around, too. It could be something like maybe you are regretting saying, you're like, oh, shit, why did I say that? I shouldn't have said that. And I would say in this case to just express yourself honestly with something. Like if it was you and you said something that kind of ticked somebody off, or something in that realm, then, you know, just handle it gracefully, you know, a la Aries. Just, you know, say, oh, you know, sorry, you know, I'm a fire sign. Sometimes I get a little abrupt, you know, didn't mean anything by that, you know, kind of thing. But I think it's probably them that has kind of ticked you off. If so, I would say most likely there's going to be an apology. But let's get a little bit more in the predictive area of where this is going. All right, so where's this going for Aries? Wow, a lot of messages here. A lot of message. Maybe you're tired of this person messaging you too. That could be it. Maybe they're love bombing a little bit, but it's like at the wrong time. It's not at the right time. Like when you need them, they're not there. But then when you're busy or something, they're just at it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. You have this Six of Wands here. There's a different opportunity that I feel like you guys are interested in. There's something about this opportunity in this present energy that is just weary. It's dragging you down. It's not putting you in your highest vibration of things. It's making you question things. You know, just all of it just doesn't feel like it's the right energy for you. With this Page of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, and then Six of Wands energy showing up kind of more in your predictive energy of things. I would say get curious about different things. Put yourself out there in more things that feel truer to you, things that feel like spending time with people who will help build and recognize your confidence rather than tearing it down. That's what I'm seeing here. So perhaps that's a new job opportunity to go for, or possibly there's someone that you are texting with or dating or something, canoodling, with, that just isn't really, they're not working out for you. Okay, so have the confidence to move forward and say, you know what, screw that. That's not for me. Okay, let's see. Let's get you an oracle card, Aries. So you have transformation, beautiful, all right, and inspiration. You know, sometimes that's all we need, a little inspiration so that we can transform. Hopefully this is it. You know, this is giving you a lot of inspiration, actually. I see a lot of forward movement that can happen here, but we have to express ourselves clearly. We have to cut things out that aren't going to work, and it's like be ready to transform to more confidence moving forward, and better opportunity is what I am seeing for you in this current energy. Okay, let's go to Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's see what the message is for Taurus and or Taurus placements. Taurus, please. Taurus, what's going on? Whoa. Okay, Ten of Swords, Tower. Oh, it's a good one, though. Okay, in a good way. So you guys might be ending something abruptly, or that might be coming into your energy soon. But it's not like a sad breakup thing or anything like that. Like, it would be something that is actually for your benefit. Okay. So, oh, Taurus. Okay. Okay. So money could be on the brain a lot at this time. You could be feeling financial pinches at this time. Possibly overspent a little bit in the recent past, and that makes sense. You know, we're coming off of all the supposed big sales. Okay. You know, if you have a membership to this and if you have a membership to that, then there's sales, right? So that's the first impression that I'm getting. Of course, that's not everyone's story. It could be something way deeper than that. You know, for some of you, I feel it's a financial pinch, and you're just like, you know, thinking that maybe you overspent a little bit too much or something like that. I feel like you're fine. You have the Four of Pentacles here, so I mean, obviously, you know, it's a general reading on YouTube, so I mean, rein it in if it's been a little bit crazy, right? But for others of you, if it's more something deeper, messages coming in that made you feel like crap or something like that, then it's like, why hold on to that? You know, if something makes you feel like the Five of Pentacles, which is a Taurus card, by the way, but it's a Taurus card that is suggesting that there's a lot of obstacles here. I see the Five of Wands underneath the deck as well. So there's some obstacles here that don't feel right. You know, they're not the kind of obstacles that are like, okay, I've got this obstacle, but I know I can push myself and make it through. These are obstacles that don't feel right. They feel like they're causing more harm than good. So then it's sort of like, then why are we holding on to something like that, right? Okay, so let's get a little bit more here, Taurus, for you. Okay. All right. I do feel like something or someone will cheer you up, though, within, like, I would say the next, like, this week, within the next, like, 7 to 10 days. It feels like there's a good family member or friendship or something like that. You may hear from someone that you haven't heard from a while ago. Possibly you're thinking about different perspectives of something. Now, this could also be, too, if this was the prior situation, like if you are feeling out in the cold with someone, then it does appear like there's enough, what do I want to say? There's enough good feelings there that can keep something together. So if you're feeling out in the cold with someone now, it does still seem like there is some positive connection there, but it just needs to be reinforced in some way, possibly communication or something along those lines. Definitely not overthinking things. This is definitely a time to act genuinely from the heart with someone. But for many of you, I feel like it's more of someone that is giving you a different perspective. It could be someone from your family. It could be a friend, something along those lines. It could, for some of you too, it could even be like if you have younger children, it could even be something that one of your children do or your child does that gives you a different perspective, because children do have a way of doing that at times. You know, they can let go of things easily sometimes, right? Or they can teach us, like, kind of, or not teach us necessarily, but remind us, right, of simpler solutions and simpler ways to be. So I do feel like you do have someone in your corner here in a good way, or about to be, if they're not here yet. Okay, so let's see. Tell me what else for Taurus. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, wow. Yeah, you have the Fool card here. Okay, the Fool card is about a clean slate, something new, being adventurous, kind of stepping out on a limb a little bit more, right? It's not necessarily just throwing all caution to the wind or anything like that, but it's definitely a card of needing to really look at what needs to be removed that is not working for you, so that you can be free to move forward towards new opportunities. I feel like Taurus, like right now, even though this is like a current energy reading, I feel it's more of a ongoing reading for you, where because you have 3 5s in this reading, and 5s are, again, like obstacles. But none of these are feeling like, when I'm looking at the other cards, that they're obstacles that are worth hanging in there and challenging yourself for. In fact, if anything, I feel like there's more of a need to have a sit down with someone. Again, it could be someone in your family that you are clashing with right now. It could be your own child that you are at odds with right now. It could be a friend, an ex-love, or a pining love, something like that. But it doesn't feel like anything is really moving forward, because there's all this inner turmoil in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your actions. So each one of those areas has an obstacle. So there's something that's not working here. So let's see. I mean, I feel like this is the answer of what will work, is to get a clean slate. But let's see if we have any specific advice that comes out for you, because it feels like obstacles that aren't worth taking on to me. Unless, I mean, obviously if it's a family member or your child or something, like, of course, it's worth it. But I mean, it's not worth it to hold things within and not find some sort of resolution. Yeah, you have the King of Swords. Wow. Okay, so the King of Swords gets real. I mean, real. And they clear their mind. They get situated on what it is that they need to take care of, and they have the tougher conversations, and they don't beat around the bush or anything like that. So yeah, I do feel like there needs to be a pretty strong conversation about the future, what you see for your future, and being very clear about that. And then I feel like things start coming together then, right? That's what this picture looks like to me, like 2 people coming together in a more positive way. So yeah, I would say get clear first, like really clear in your mind about why is something affecting you. Like, why is it always on your mind? Why are you feeling this, deeply, that there's this conflict? It's like, I know that like there's a part of you that feels so fond of this person or this situation, but it's like, but then there's this, sort of anger that's not accomplishing anything. So I do feel like a good, clean conversation, with yourself, to get yourself like situated about what is it that's really bothering me, and then a good, clean conversation, clear conversation about what to do, what actions need to be taken. Yeah, you have wisdom here and healing underneath the deck. Oh, I'm sorry, simplicity. Simplicity and wisdom are showing up for you. So keeping things simple. It feels very like putting too much onto something when, you know, it all boils down to just being able to energetically kind of encompass that love of yourself and that love of knowing that something's got to give. So keep it simple, keep it wise, then you have healing here. Okay. All right, let's go to, that was Taurus. We're on to Geminis now. All right, Geminis, let's see what's going on. Okay, got Taurus, Aquarius showing up, Libra. Okay, what's going on for Geminis, please? Pisces, oh my gosh, all kinds of signs showing up for you, Geminis. I just saw your sign too. Cancer. I just saw Gemini. There's Scorpio. Wow, they're all coming out. All coming out of the woodwork for Geminis. All right. I like it. All right. What's going on for Gemini, please? Gemini. What's the message for Geminis? Any placement, Gemini. Highest and clearest, please, for our Gemini friends. Ooh, the Fool card. All right. Okay, I feel like you, some of you may be, I was excited about the Fool card at first, but I think it's more like you going, oh my God, that fool. Like, look at that fool. Sort of, most likely what's going on is you may be thinking a lot about someone who it looks like they just like skate away with it, you know, with things. Like they just sort of get by with things. And you may be feeling a little resentful of someone who is more free than you, or more free to do what they want, or free themselves of a situation. So it could be a Sagittarius. But the good thing is, like, you're on that, though. Like, you realize that. You know, you realize, like, man, you know, I want to be free, too. You know, that's the thing. Usually when we're envious of something or even jealous of something, it's usually because we know that we have that, too. So, because usually envy and jealousy is kind of boiling down to, well, why not me? You know, or something along those lines. So the good thing is, it's like, I can tell you guys have like, you know this already. So it's like with the Temperance card here, this is you. It's not like a suggestion or an advice card. It's saying you are being very temperate with this situation. You are being very calm, very... you're keeping it together as far as, like, you know, like there's possibly some resentments about something, or, you know, or there's a yearning of like, wow, you know, I worked so hard. When am I going to be free of this? Or, you know, something along those lines. So I do feel like your thoughts are a la Gemini style. Like they're a little bit of both, you know, they're a little bit of like overthinking and heavy and that sort of thing. But then there's this other part of you that's thinking about, how do I get free? How can I not be thinking about this and that sort of thing? So you do have this beautiful angelic energy that is around you, that is helping you navigate like these situations. Let's see what else we have for you, Gemini. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I would say, wow. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I'll go ahead and tell you what this section is to me. It's more like your feelings, like how you are feeling in current energy. And all of these cards, like none of them are like nice, warm, fuzzy cards. So I do feel, again, like there's possibly worry here, or overthinking. There's a heaviness to these cards of your... of not really, what do I want to say, connecting with your emotions right now. Now, maybe that's a good thing. You know, I don't know. You know, possibly you need to be very, very tolerant with a situation or a person right now, in which case, you know, too much feelings could be overwhelming right now. But the thing is, though, I mean, we gotta let a little light in. We gotta this little light of mine. We do need to let that shine at times. So I would say, if there is someone or something, this could be a boss or a husband or just a strong presence, somebody that feels like they have the power or something like that in your life. And I get, with the Page of Swords here, the annoyance of that. But again, we got to find things that we can connect to that will allow that light to shine, so that things aren't too burdensome with overthinking. Okay, so let's see a little bit more in the predictive area. Okay, so current energy, please. Current energy for Geminis, please. Okay. All right. Yeah. There's a sense of like shutting the heart down is what I see. This is a very masculine reading too, so it could be like a masculine energy if you are cross-watching or something like that. But I do see like this go get it kind of energy, King of Wands, Eight of Wands, that sort of thing. But then if something doesn't happen quickly enough, it's feeling left out in the cold, feeling like my responses weren't answered quick enough or something like that. So there could be like a masculine that you're interested in, that you're just tired of waiting on, and like they just seem to be going and doing whatever they want to go do, and not getting back to you. Again, this could be work and career or a love situation. And so it feels to me like you are saying, well, you know what? I'm gonna go get it then. I'm gonna send out some more messages or something along those lines, but they may not respond in the time frame that you want, and then that could lead to you feeling badly, like that you are not a priority or something along those lines. So there is that. Now, this could be the other way around, though, too. This, this might be insight into what your masculine is going through at this time. Gosh, let me get a little bit more here on what's going on here. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles energy. Pulling out the big guns, Gemini. Actually, I'm not. I'm not gonna be, okay. What I'm sensing with this, there's so much masculine energy in here. I feel like this is a reading for a masculine. So sorry, I'm, you probably watched it already and you're all the way into it. But that's okay, because sometimes it's good to see masculine side of things too, because that is also and even if we're feminine, we have that masculine energy. And what I see here is the masculine energy is not able to, there's something about patience, and there's something about just automatically zooming into abandonment energy. Like, oh, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, and hanging the head low and stuff like that, instead of just making the choice to move in the area that your heart is truly calling. Not what you think you want, but what your heart truly wants. Because the only cup card here out of all these cards is the Five of Cups. And cups are emotions, are feelings. And there's no feelings cards out in here at all. All right, except for this one. And that was like extra cards that I threw out towards the end. So your whole reading had no emotions in it at all, just overthinking and action, and then resenting certain things. So I would say with the Five of Cups here that this is always a card of looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. And it's time to turn around and see the Two of Cups there, which is, if we want a connection with something we love, whether it be our work or, you know, a person, or finding a love connection, hanging on to a love connection. It's like we have to have that emotional field open, available, a little vulnerable, and we have to love ourselves. And then it's like things can click. So I do feel like there's just, it's probably just in current energy, not really a good time for connecting with others, I would say, if you are in masculine energy. Okay, so let's see what we have for feminines. Okay. What about feminine Geminis? Feminine Geminis. What is their message? Whatever wants to come out for feminine Geminis. Feminine Geminis, you may be getting a, like, I don't know. I feel like you guys are getting a loan for a car soon or something like that, possibly. Okay, yeah, there's an opportunity for you, feminine Geminis. I do feel that is very strong here. You have the Ten of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, I can talk. Okay, so yeah, definitely some sort of something is on the horizon here. Something that you can start planning and building with. Some of you planning a trip. Possibly you got inspired over family time, over the holidays, or something like that. There's like this sense of moving towards an opportunity. So yeah, I do see travel for you, or possibly thinking about moving, or an opportunity to start thinking about a new job. Something like that is going on. Okay. What else for feminine Geminis? Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. You have the Star, the Empress, and the Page. That's so funny because when I was looking at the Ace of Pentacles earlier and I kind of like stammered a little bit, it's because I kept wanting to say Page of Pentacles. So isn't that interesting? And we get the Page of Pentacles here. Wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I do feel like there could be something that like a sudden opportunity may come up and arise for you soon. It may be like in Aquarius season, so it might not be here yet, but it is a tower, so it could be anytime. Okay, so I do feel like there's a conversation moving forward that could be very beneficial for you. We have this kind of motherly, matronly kind of figure here in a positive way. You may be hearing from, or just someone with like a feminine energy here with some like really good advice. It could be an Aquarius or a Taurus, doesn't have to be, but there's definitely this like beautiful opportunity here. For many of you, this could absolutely be tied into like a foundational security thing with the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles here, Empress card. Empress card is abundance. The Star card is healing. This is healing and nurturing, and there's some sort of conversation or opportunity here to have something that could really feel like family for you, something that feels like really sturdy and strong foundational wise. Okay. All right. So let's see. That is Gemini. Let's go to Cancers. Cancers. Gemini and Libra showing here for you, Cancers. I saw Pisces earlier too. Okay, what's going on for Cancers? Cancers, please. Okay. Wondering if you can trust someone. I feel like you're just not sure. Yeah, heavy kind of energy showing up here. Not yet. Like right now, I don't think it's super heavy. I feel like you're just sort of in the energy of, well, that's interesting, but I don't know if I can trust that person. So there may be someone that's coming toward you, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a romantic situation, absolutely. But it could even be like a job offer that you're like, I don't know. Can I trust that? So whatever it is for you, there's just this energy of something that you really want to move forward, but there's this part of you that's like, I don't know though. You know, is this really the right move or something along those lines? So let's get a little bit more and see how this like can develop for you. Okay, so give me a little bit more about Cancers. What's going on? Okay. Okay. You do have the Nine of Cups here. So I do feel like this thing, like you will feel hopeful about this situation, more hopeful than you do now. Right now, there's sort of this, I don't know, kind of feeling, but I don't get that it's a bad feeling. Okay. And maybe a little restlessness to it. But I do feel like you will be hearing from someone soon with the Eight of Wands here. Someone may be just a little bit overworked also. So like they do like want to connect with you romantically, Knight of Cups, but they may just feel tired or overworked. So I do feel like there will be some messages here coming in pretty soon in the near future. We do have the Eight of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups here. Okay, let me put down one more row, and then we'll see what else we can get from this, Cancers. I think ultimately you do trust this person. Like, so if it were romantic, I don't think it's like you're suspicious, like, ooh, are they a cheater kind of suspicious, or trust issues in that realm. I think it's more of like, can you trust your heart to get involved? Okay. So, and this, again, could be related to work. There's a lot of pentacle cards here, too. All right. So, let's see here. Oh, Two of Cups. Six of Swords. Wow. 10 of Swords. Interesting. Okay. I feel like you're going to have your answer soon enough as to whether or not you can trust this situation or person, because you are clearly making a decision to move toward some sort of ending here. So I don't feel like it's a breakup, though. Like, I don't think you're breaking up with someone. I feel like this is more like literally a move or a major like decision to move somewhere else or to connect with someone possibly that's at a distance. That could be it too. Let me see. I want to pull an oracle card for you guys. Because there's definitely something heavy on your heart, weighing on your heart, but it does feel like there is wisdom. Okay. And playfulness. Passion. Okay. But it does feel like there's an upside here. That's what I'm getting. So, because you have a couple heavy cards. Not really heavy, but like 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, then 10 of Swords. I feel like you guys are really thinking about something, putting a lot of thought into something, and then realizing, okay, oh my God, I'm exhausted of overthinking this. And it's like, I really want to move or get out of a situation so that I can move forward toward a more fulfilling situation, which I feel like you are doing. Like, you're starting the groundwork for that is what I see of like moving or something along those lines. Okay. Oh, King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Oh, Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn or a Virgo or an Aquarius for you. Okay. Wow. And Queen of Cups underneath the deck. Yeah, I feel like you're more suited with someone than you realize, like right now. So there may be a plan to look at something from a different perspective. Because I feel like in order to have what you are really desiring, whether it be with the right career, the right love situation, something like that, there's definitely something that needs to be done with here. And it is going to require you to actually take the action to physically like do something, like move or just get more inspired towards going towards it. Like if it's work and career, like putting out like those resumes, letting them fly, putting out a bunch of resumes out there, something along those lines. But I do feel like there's a strong connection here that could be very positive. I do see like-mindedness coming together with a plan, but it's a plan that comes from like this deep wisdom and a different perspective So thinking outside the box is what I am seeing here. So it looks interesting. It's not really clear whether it is romance or career. I feel like there's a mixture of both here, and it could involve both. Because if there is a move, that could involve career, obviously, or romance, any of those things. But either way, I would say the underlying energy here is, I think it feels to me like you're on the right track of starting to see that there's some decisions that need to be made, but not overblown, ways of thinking of things. It's like, don't put the cart before the horse quite yet. It feels like it's positive. Like any plans, any forward movement, things like that are all positive. But what I mean by the cart before the horse, it's like in your thinking, don't be thinking like the worst case scenario before like things are actually explored. Because I feel like there could be some positives here, but it's like if you are putting the cart in front of the horse in a negative way, then that's pretty powerful, right? So we want to step that up and add that positivity. That is the wisdom, right? And the playfulness that needs to come out with things. Okay. So let's go to Leo. Okay, Leo, let's see what the message is for you, Leo. Leo. Okay, tell us about Leos, please. Any placement, Leo? What can they expect? What's going on? What's coming in? Tell me about Leo current energy for their highest and clearest, please. Leos. Okay. Okay, I feel like Leo, you have someone on your mind that you care about, and you are trying to help them in some way, or they're just on your mind a lot is what I am seeing here. Either that, or possibly, someone is thinking about you a lot. It's like, I feel it's you though, like you want to help this person, but you're not exactly sure how you can help them. Let's get a little bit more here. For some of you too, you could be tired of someone and your eyes might be open to someone new. That's for some of you, but let's see. Yeah, I do. I feel like someone though around you, like you're either nervous about like how to tell someone something because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or there's someone that you are just concerned about. And the Hermit is highlighting this. So I do feel like there is a lot of wondering what to do about this situation. Like, should I step in and help? Should I not? What can I do to help? Or again, there's the other camp of you who are sort of like, gosh, I really want to leave this situation, but how? Like, how do I move towards this new situation that has caught my eye, whether that be a new person or a new work, maybe you don't want to leave your boss in the lurch. I don't know, something like that. But let's see, let's get one more row here and then we'll put this together and see what's going on as far as possible prediction energy here. You have Virgo right in the middle of this reading, but Virgo is always just, it's about like taking your time and thinking things through before acting kind of energy. Okay, so what's going on? We have Scorpio here. Okay, Two of Cups. All right, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, some of you, there's two camps here. So either we'll talk about both, because for some of you, I do see that it's a situation where you do want to help someone and you want to help them because you do have feelings for them, you care about them, you just desire to help them. So in that case, it's like, I do feel like that would be appreciated. I feel like that will help this person to like rebuild, move forward, have some sort of plan. They will feel very nurtured, grateful, that sort of thing with that situation. Others of you, I do feel it's a situation where it's you know, something's just played out, and it's like you really want to move forward in a different direction, possibly with a new person, even, or a new situation in general. Like, again, you know, work, career, something like that, or leaving someone who possibly depends on you, but you know, you're so desiring to move or go somewhere else. So it could be any of those types of energies. I do think, though, what is being highlighted here, if it is that type of scenario, is it move toward love. I mean, there's definitely a connection here for you, something that feels really fulfilling, and it's like time. It's time for you to have this connection. It's time for you to have someone that you truly connect and love. Here is what I'm seeing. So I feel like you are, even though it may be difficult to let someone down or to, you know, bring this up, it does feel like your advice here is to transition and keep moving forward to that which you love. That is what I am seeing here very clearly. So others of you, again, if it's the other scenario where it's someone that you just really want to help out, I do feel like as long as you are not just people pleasing the situation or anything like that, I do feel like as long as it is sincere and you feel good about it, it feels right, I do feel like this person will be appreciative also. Okay, I'm going to get you one oracle card here, Leo. So you have a pretty nice energetic outcome here with the Two of Cups, some kind of plan being put into place to bring more of that connectedness toward you. So that looks really nice too. Okay. So you have leadership here and freedom showing up at the bottom of the deck. Leadership. Beautiful. So for some of you, if it is work and career, I mean, sometimes I look at this in a career reading as like a handshake deal, you know, like, hey, welcome to the team. You know, we're glad to have you and you're glad to have them. You know, it's like a perfect match. So it could be something along those lines too, taking some sort of, especially with the King of Cups here, which is a leadership hierarchy, you know, in the hierarchy of tarot card. There could be something that it feels tough to emotionally leave behind, but you're going towards something that's really a good match for you. But again, this could be romance also. So either one, it looks positive. And even though it's difficult, it is time to make that transition, is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's go to Virgo. Okay. Virgo, let's see what the message is for you, Virgos. Okay. There's a lot of love around you, Virgo. It may not feel like it, though. I mean, I do think you know, but I'm not sure. It feels like there's a lot of love around you. And again, like I want to stress, like it may not feel that way though right now, because you might not be, you know, you might be in arguments with someone or, you know, something like that. But and it's maybe it's not them, you know, but it's like there is a lot of love around you, regardless of any situations. Okay, yeah, 10 of Cups, first card out, right? So, yeah, it's gonna take a lot of love. Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. Yeah, see, it's I don't feel like you are feeling it though. Okay. Oh gosh, this reminds me of was that Gemini's reading or Taurus? I don't know. One of the earlier readings here for sure. Yeah, King and Queen of Cups showing up here. There's definitely some trust issues here. There's some feeling disappointed. Definitely overthinking something. Okay, so let's see what's going on. This could be family related with the 10 of Cups coming out, or just relationship related in general. Basically, what I'm getting is a sense of malaise, but coupled with distrust. So that's why I'm really glad that I said what I said at the beginning of this reading, because, and I was thinking that, like, you guys aren't really feeling it though. You're not feeling that love, but there is love around you. It's more like a protective type of love energy. So maybe that's from up above, or maybe it is, from family or something along those lines. But I definitely see that it is around you, because there's definitely some news here that you don't trust or that makes you suspicious. Your Virgo senses are coming up going, huh, kind of thing. So I do think that there's a lot of not trusting a situation or a particular person. It could be right now. So let's get a little bit more and see what's going on. Okay. Could also be too, you're really thinking about someone. Like if you're married or, something like that, you may, because we do have a couple third party cards here too. So it could also just be that, like there's someone that's highly on your mind and you are just feeling guilty for it or possibly afraid of it, like, I don't know, why am I having these feelings for this person? I'm married, or, something like that for some of you, but I think for most of you, it's the other situation. Yeah, there's definitely some romantic energy around you, whether that is showing up, in your actual life right now. It's definitely around you. Okay. Okay. Having a clear conversation about something. Choices. You have some really positive cards as far as like where things might go, okay, with your situation. You have the Nine of Pentacles going into the Six of Cups, going into the Ace of Swords. So I do feel like mainly what needs to happen is a very good, clear conversation about something. That's going to really clear the air and make things a lot clearer, because right now there's sort of like this tiptoeing around some sort of disappointment or tiptoeing around some sort of distrust in some way. And it's like, but there's love here. There is love here, but it needs to be communicated in a very clear conversation or clearing the air of a situation. This could even, for some of you, especially if you're a single mom, this could have something to do with your children, or something to do with, because we do have or not two pages. We have a page here and we have the Six of Cups here. Sometimes this could be our siblings or friends or children, things of that nature. But I don't know, whatever it is for you, whether it's a romantic situation, a family situation, a work situation, whatever, it's like the basic bottom line of this is things will become a lot clearer once that conversation starts. So it could even be in the form of apologies coming toward you, or just a sincere effort to have a conversation about like these disappointments or this tiptoeing around something or this distrust that seems to be lingering in the air. So I do feel like that conversation is coming. I do feel like it is going to clear things up a lot and feel like things are, able to get back on track again. That's what I am seeing. So let me get you an oracle card. Purification. Yep, exactly. And strength is here at the bottom of the deck too. So purification, like purifying these like worries and these thoughts and this tiptoeing around these disappointments and things like that by having, purifying that by having that good, real, down-to-earth conversation. That's what I see is coming for you in a positive way. Okay, so let's go to Libra. Okay, Libra, let's see what's going on for you. Current energy. Highest and clearest for Libras out there, please. What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, Mars, any placement? Oh, there you are, Libra. Uh-oh. What should I do? What should I do? Okay, so a little indecisive with the Two of Pentacles. Could feel like you are carrying the weight of two things, two decisions, something along those lines. All right. Carry the weight of the world. Oh, what is that song? Is that REM? What is that? Yeah, it's REM. I can't think of the song right now, but that's okay. Okay. All right, what's going on for Libras, please? Current energy message. Oh, Five of Pentacles. All right. Feeling in the dumps. Okay, but then Six of Cups, some sort of kindness. And the High Priestess. Okay. All right. Well, the good news is, I mean, you're going from Five of Pentacles to Six of Cups. So I do feel like there was some kind of heaviness, something weighing you down. This is a lot of times where we just feel like we don't know what to do. Like we just have to carry everything. It's all on our shoulders, you know, that kind of thing. But then you have this like nice sort of Six of Cups. It's very genuine, sincere type of energy. So this could even be someone like in your energy. Maybe it's not your energy, you know, somebody's feeling down, you know, but you kind of make this kind gesture or this sincere gesture. Follow your intuition right now. I feel like it's super on point, all right, with the High Priestess showing up here. Because this section, I'm kind of looking at like where your like thoughts are. So I would say with the High Priestess here, like you're on point with your intuition. So if you're feeling like a friend needs a little helping hand or even just a little bit of reaching out to, or hey, how's it going, you know, kind of thing, it's like follow that lead, follow that intuition. If it's you that needs that, right, then I do feel like that will be happening, like something sincere, like somebody will check in on you or genuinely care about your well-being. Okay, it may not feel like that right now, but it looks as if like that can happen. But let's see what's going on. Let's get a little bit more. Okay, we got some Gemini energy here. Ooh. Yeah, wow. All right, so yeah, I'm not surprised to see the Queen of Cups is the next card after this. And we have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Now, these aren't predictive cards that I'm looking at yet. Okay, we'll get there. I'm basically looking at thoughts and feelings and sort of where you're at. So in the feelings category, we don't really have any cup cards. Cups are emotions. That's where our feelings are represented in tarot. And when I'm looking at the feelings in this section, these are very... I would say like a lot of confusion. So some of you may be just going through like not knowing how to feel. And that could be very much in line with not listening to our intuition, because I feel like your intuition is on point right now, but it's like we have to make sincere efforts to connect with it, right? Because there's clearly like a disappointment here with the Three of Swords. We have this Five of Wands, which can mean conflicts, arguments, just confusion in general in the feelings department. And we have this Lovers card, which is always to me about, I mean, it is the card for Gemini, so if that means something to you, but it's always to me personally as a reader, a card of needing to make a high vibrational choice. Not like weigh the pros and cons in a rational way, although those are helpful things to do in times. But for when I see this card, this is about needing to connect with something higher to make that discernment, that wisdom, that high vibrational choice to do something, to take some sort of action, not to just stay stuck in an indecision of something. And that I feel is where this confusion is coming in, because I feel like you're not wanting to trust yourself. All right. Eight of Swords is oftentimes a card of highlighting our insecurities that are really only in our mind. It's in our thoughts. So we're thinking insecurely, you know, or instead of thinking confidently and trusting ourselves, trusting our intuition, trusting ourselves to make a high vibrational choice. So I would say right now, like the energy here is possibly going through it with someone that you are close to and feeling apprehensive with a situation whether it's work, love, family, whatever it may be for you, and needing to trust yourself more because there's a lot of confusion in the feelings department. So how do we do that then? All right, so I can easily just like say all this stuff in a tarot reading and, oh yeah, I need to do that. But like, how do we do that? So I would say one of the things to do would be to, get a notebook, and a pen, not the phone, I would say notebook and pen, and write down like what you are mainly feeling throughout the day. Are you mainly feeling joy? Are you mainly feeling confusion? Are you mainly feeling like a robot just going through your day? Are you feeling depressed? Like write those things down, kind of circle then the ones that seem to be predominant, and then take a look at those. And like, let's say you end up circling depressed, confused. Okay, so let's then take those, move those over to the next page and now really dig in and why. Why are we confused? Why are we depressed? And keep going, because sometimes we think, oh, I'm depressed because I don't like my job. But it's not, that might be part of it. You might not like your job, but go deeper with that, because the reason you don't like your job is mostly likely because you're not having the confidence to go out toward the real job that you do want. Right? So it's not the job that's depressing us. It's that we aren't making the moves that we feel confident towards going through. So I would do some journaling work like that around feelings, because there's something here that is needing for you to trust yourself. All right. Trust your intuition, trust your ability to make high discerning choices. And if you do not trust your ability to make high discerning, good, positive, high vibrational choices for yourself, then that's where some work needs to be done, because no one can make those decisions better than you in your highest. All right. So that's what I'm seeing there. Okay. So let's see a little bit more predictive energy here for you, Libra. Because sometimes if we leave decisions up to others, or we get a lot of advice from others, things like that, then sometimes that's an escape mechanism to, if it turns out then like those actions don't work for you or something like that, then that can be an escape mechanism of like putting it on them. Oh, well, I shouldn't have followed that advice, my mom gave me, or, my dad gave me, or, my friend gave me. And it's like, no, it's, that those types of things will happen because universe will probably do stuff like that, so that you see that it's really more about you learning to trust yourself and being able to step out of that emotional lockbox, and move forward is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Yeah. The moon, there's a lot of confusion. There's so much confusion here. Okay. So yeah, it's like there needs to be a new plan set into place. I just see a lot, and it's not your fault. I'm not scolding you, Libras. I'm not saying, oh, you're so confused or, anything like that. But I understand, because, I can see it. And who hasn't had periods of their life? I have, I'm sure, where it's like, oh, so much confusion. Okay. But yours is like riddled with it here. Like it's riddled with confusion. There's something that truly has to end. So, so for some of you, it could be a person that is their energy just is, as far as like a romantic, because I see this like King of Pentacles that was here, right? Or no, that was a Devil card, and Devil card and King of Pentacles. So there could be a Capricorn in particular, or like a unhealthy relationship that needs to end, but we need to have the strength to move forward. There's so many different things this could be, okay, in this general reading. So let me just stick to what's absolutely imperative as far as energetically. Again, I can't stress enough to build your intuition, all right? To start training and retraining it, because you have it in spades, all right? But you need to start trusting yourself to rely on it. Start making some choices, some high discernment choices, and not I feel like there's something that you want, but you're not allowing yourself to go for it. And so I feel like you may be putting a lot of other things that it may be, but like it's not that. Like that's why I gave that example of, oh, well, my job sucks and that's why I'm depressed. It's not the job. I mean, yeah, the job might suck, but it's deeper than that. I feel like there's something that you really, really desire, but that you don't really want to admit, because then it means you really have to go for it. And I understand that. I mean, it's a common human dilemma. I mean, it's something I think that a lot of us go through, but I see it as coming really like full force here to the forefront. So I feel like it's time to definitely make some lists and some charts and do some journaling, maybe look for some prompts online about feelings and things like that to help you to get clear on what it is that really does need to end. For some of you too, and this is a touchy subject and nobody wants to hear this, all right? Nobody ever wants to hear this. But for some of you too, it could possibly be substance abuse in some way, all right? Some of you, all right? But it's like, I don't need to harp on that, because it's like, if you do have any kind of problems with that, it's not like you don't know, right? It's like everybody knows, like, oh yeah, I should quit drinking, or yeah, I guess I should, quit smoking pot or whatever. It's like, we all know that. So, but for some, it could be something like that. But for this particular reading, I'm seeing it more as emotions. Like emotions aren't being honored. And that's what needs to get real here. That's what I'm seeing. All right. So not too much I can do with this yet as far as prediction energy. I'm not really seeing a predictive reading for you, more than I'm seeing this message as needing to come out right now. Okay. All right. So let's go to, that's Libra. We are on to Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. What up? Sup, Scorpio. I have this Ace of Pentacles and this cup for you. And this wand. All right. Ooh, Scorpio's dream. Dream's coming true. Okay, let's see. What's going on for Scorpio? Oh, there's that Ace of Pentacles again, Scorpio. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Whoa. Your card. Damn. All right, could be another Scorpio coming towards you. No, Lord help you, Scorpio. Okay, let's see. What's going on? Scorpio, please. Current energy, what is their message? Scorpios. Oh, Two of Cups. Wow. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, well, all right. Knight of Wands. Five of Pentacles, though, in the center. Okay. Seven of Cups, okay. And another Knight at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right, so some of you, I would say like your energy for connecting is awakening again. All right, I don't know if it's because there's someone around you right now. We'll see what else comes out here. Or if it's just sort of awakening again. It feels like you're sort of like, oh, screw love, or, I don't know if I'm ever going to connect with anyone again, or, that jaded, energy that we all go through at some point, right? Well, I don't know. It does feel like something or someone is changing your mind is what I'm seeing here. So let's get a little bit more here. Yeah, single Scorpios and Ace, Nine of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. Single Scorpios, you may have some kind of connection coming in to sort of revamp your faith and connection again. Okay, tell me more about Scorpio. All right. Okay. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. All right. Six of Cups. Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio are showing on this reading, so it could be any of those signs. Hold on, let me take a look at this. Because I'm trying to debate if this is just a male reading. It feels like a very masculine reading, so if I need to do two or not. So let me see. Hold on, let me do that on the side and see if it is. Okay, is this, tell me about feminine Scorpios. What's going on with feminine Scorpios? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. There's a couple different readings here. Okay, so feminine Scorpios, and we'll go deeper into this. All right, so stay tuned because I think you have something coming up, something new. Okay, masculine energy feels like it's something could be working out for you, but it feels like there definitely needs to be a genuine offering, all right, for this, in order for this to work out. So I don't know if it's like male relationship, or if there's or if that's just the aspect of you kind of, and you're transitioning here if you are a masculine energy Scorpio. But it's like either way, I do feel like right now, like your emotions and stuff, you know, there's the only cup card is the Eight of Cups in your emotions. The rest are more like kind of the serious Scorpio, grounded, you know, kind of energy showing up here. But the thing is, I like the reading though. It has a good feeling. Like I feel like you are, like there's like a deep inner child romantic, you know, kind of energy within you that is starting to come out again, is what I'm sensing. And I do feel like you are realizing, like, in order to connect. Now, for some of you too, like if this is you know, cross, like you're a feminine cross watching about a masculine Scorpio, then yeah, I feel like they probably will be coming toward you. But it's like, if you are a masculine Scorpio, I feel like there's a part of you that is realizing, like a la Scorpio style, right? The transition that needs to happen is you moving toward this, not as a Knight of Wands, but as a sincere Six of Cups. So, and by that, what I mean is like, not coming in as like, well, I'm fiery and I'm passionate and I'm a Scorpio. sup girl, you know. But it's like you're coming in as like, you know, I'm a sweet, sensitive Scorpio too, you know. So I feel like that's working for you, and that blend is like moving you forward into or toward a relationship of some sort. So that's what I see for masculine Scorpios. Okay, so for feminines, you know, we have this Temperance card, the World card, and Ace of Wands. There's definitely this energy of, I feel like you guys are revitalized, and it's like you, some of you may have gone through something recently, a major cycle that you've completed. You're ready for the new coming in, you know, so this could be new ideas, new love, new passions, new inspirations, new everything from what I'm seeing here. Okay. There could also be, you know, Sagittarius energy around you right now with Temperance, perhaps. Okay, tell me about feminine Scorpio energy, please. What do we have for that? Yeah, some of you like literally like signed some divorce papers, or back, you know, back in or here in Sagittarius season or something like that. You're ready for new starts. Maybe you've moved out. You're ready for new things. Okay. Okay. You know, another ace. Wow. Okay. Yeah, something has been very difficult journey for you emotionally. Something that you really, really held on to, Scorpio. Like you've completed that cycle. You have like aced it, you know, like, or not, you know, aced it, but it's aces, right? But you are absolutely like ready for new things. So it's been a heavy time period or transitioning time period for you. Maybe you're still even in it, but then, you know, then rejoice in seeing these aces, because this is saying, hey, pretty soon You know, you got two new aces here. So I do feel like you are starting to get your like thoughts and your emotions, things like that on board with realizing, hey, you know, I don't have to be in that sulky mood anymore. It's like this stuff is clearing out. I am ready for new things now. So you are moving forward, I do feel, in a new direction. Okay, so what else for Scorpio feminines, please? Oh, Chariot, look at you. Oh, hello. Somebody's coming toward. Okay. Could be a Capricorn, perhaps. Doesn't have to be. Or something in Capricorn season coming in for you, Scorpio. So it's like with the Chariot card here going to the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups. This is someone coming toward you, Scorpio, is what I'm seeing. Could be an age difference, possibly, with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. There could be a little bit of age difference there, but I do see like a moving forward. Now, if it's not romance, okay, then it's like something's being, it's for some of you, it could be a car. Like someone could be saying, hey, you know, here's a trip or a car or, you know, something like that. That would make sense more like Christmas season, something like that, or just some sort of breakthrough in general. So like it could be like a perk, like with signing like some kind of work contract. You guys might be getting some sort of vehicle use or something like that. I'm getting, but anyway, it's like whatever it is, it's something that is definitely sincere and being communicated to you. All right, and it is a card of breaking free from these past cycles and moving forward. So yay, that's a really nice energy for you, Scorpio. Okay, we are on to Sagittarius. We are. All right. Sagittarius. Enjoying your birthdays? Let's see. Sagittarius, please. What's going on for Sagittarius? Current energy. Sagittarius. Okay, the moon, the sun and the moon and the Ace of Wands. What? All right. I love it. Okay. So going from blah to yeah, that's what I see. All right. Now this may be happening now or be happening soon. So if you're still in the blah, the moon card can be just, I don't know, you know, kind of depressing energy, confusing energy, not feeling like you really have all the facts about something or something along those lines. Well, there's a lot of clarity coming your way. Or if it is literally like has been depression or something like that, then there's something very positive that's going to brighten your just your overall being, I feel. I mean, the sun and the Ace of Wands following the moon card are amazing. So I do feel like there is definitely some brighter things either going on for you now or coming in. Okay. We have Pisces and Leo here also, if that means anything for you guys. All right, tell me about Sagittarius, please. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, awesome. The Tower, interesting. Okay, so yeah, the Ten of Swords and the Moon showing up in the recent past. So something about like overthinking something that has just been way too confusing. So I do feel like you guys are letting go of that. You are in, and this makes sense because you're in your birthday season. So of course your intuition is going to be on point. Of course you're going to be feeling like the sun in its brightest, you know, helping you. So it's like definitely ending a cycle of confusion, depression, those types of energies I see showing up for you here, or at least, you know, definitely the opportunity to, for sure. I also feel like too, that some of you, this is a really excellent time for you to get really structured with your foundation. This would probably be a great time to really take a look at your finances. And I know that's like, you know, well, for some, you know, that could be scary or not so fun or something like that. But I see this in a good way, like in a organizational way of starting to see like, okay, you know, I need to do this, I need to do that. Not in a burdensome, worrisome way, like in a positive, structured way. So I feel like some of you are making like new strides in foundational like adulting, if you will, of like, okay, maybe I should, invest a little bit of this, or maybe I need to say, open that checking or savings account, or, something like that. So I feel like that's a good move for many of you. Okay, what else do we have here for Sagittarius? Also, too, your intuition is asking you to open up your heart, so do so. That doesn't mean with like some clown who, who's not worth it or anything like that. But like, open up the heart. Don't, allow yourself to be a little bit vulnerable with things. All right. Don't be so jaded, especially if you've come off of like a major karmic or something like that. It's like, it doesn't mean that you have to like stay in a shell for a long time. It's okay. Just follow your intuition on when it's time to feel a little bit more, allow yourself to feel a little more vulnerable with things. Okay. Wow. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And Page of Pentacles. I do see new things on the horizon for you, for sure. Some of you too, possibly going and studying something new or learning something new in a very traditional way. All right. Working with small groups of others. I see that showing up for you. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Like studying something, learning something, receiving some sort of certificate, something along those lines could be interesting to you right now. You might be interested in learning a lot from others, or possibly showing, depending on, where you're at. Maybe you are the one like showing others. So a lot of positive energy around you, Sagittarius, at this time. And in current energy, even, I do feel like this is showing up for you very soon, if it's not here already. So a lot of positivity, a lot of just inspiration, I would say, with this High Priestess and Ace of Wands showing up here. And I would just be open to giving from like the heart center. All right, open to giving. So opening up that heart chakra, not worrying about having to protect it anymore, because I get that you had to. You had to protect it because there was a situation that's gone now, though. It's ended. I mean, you may not be totally, out, but it's 10 of Swords, right? So it's like, now it's time to reconnect with that intuition and just a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to just like open your heart to everybody that comes along, but it's like, but don't be too guarded with yourself. Okay. So beautiful energy. I feel like there's some bright new energy around you, Sagittarius. Okay, so we're on to Capricorn. Let's see what the message is for Capricorns, please. Any placement, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, etc. Okay, highest and clearest, please, for our Capricorn friends. What's going on? I'm hearing almost through the woods. Almost through the woods. Okay. Capricorn, please. What is their message? Oh, yeah. All right. You guys are feeling it too, aren't you? Yeah. There's a choice coming. Yeah, almost through the woods with something. Yeah, 10 of Cups showing up underneath the deck. So there's a lot of confidence you have, like, moving forward, or recently, like, you've built up your confidence in some way. So now it could be with a Gemini. All right, we do have Gemini here, but it's like, it's more the definition of building up your confidence in order to really make the right choice for yourself. So right now, I feel like you're still sort of weighing things out, like, should I, shouldn't I, sort of energy. Should I continue putting work into this relationship? Should I continue putting work into this career? Should I continue, pondering this life choice that I want to make, whatever it is for you? So it's like, with the 10 of Wands showing there, and the fact that I intuitively picked up on, like, that you are almost through the woods, that's what I feel is going on here. Like, you guys can feel it. You feel like it's going to be time real soon to make a real, fairly significant life choice here. Okay, so let's get a little bit more on your current energy here and what's going on. Nope. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. You have a real go get it kind of attitude right now because I can tell like you are feeling the weight of things right now. Definitely feeling the weight of needing to make a decision. All right. You have the Lovers card showing up here. You have the Judgment card showing up here. The Judgment card, to me personally, as a reader, when it shows up, is always about timing. Like, it's time. Like, the trumpet is blowing, right? It is time to make a decision. So earlier I was saying that here's the thing. I feel like your heart and head are on two different tracks. So it's like in your mind, you may be thinking like, okay, I'm almost through the woods. I do need to make a decision. I feel like that's the way your mind is going, but your heart is telling you something else. Your heart is saying now is the time to make the decision. And because you have this like Knight of Swords, and I feel like you're so afraid of acting impulsively because of possible choices before where you were impulsive. But now this is saying very clearly, like it is time to leave all that behind. And it is time to make a decision. But now, again, though, that's the way you are feeling, like your heart is feeling. Your head is saying, well, I got time, so let's put this together and see what source says. Okay, like what the more higher outlook on this is from your higher self, your more predictive energy also. Okay, so tell me about Capricorn, please. What's going on at Capricorn? Okay. Ooh, the Tower. Ooh. Okay. Moving forward. Wow. Yeah, definitely. Possibly something about having a conversation about a new home, a new situation. For sure. Okay. Definitely having that divine, like, I feel like there's divine intervention here. That is because, quite frankly, when it comes to head over heart decisions, heart over head, whatever, it's like I'm going to pay more attention to the heart because our mind is, there's just so many things that can run amok with our mind. And, it's meant really just to collect facts, and help us navigate, with said facts and things like that. And the heart is more in tune to like the life force of everything, right? So I'm more apt to pick the heart over the head, but just an opinion. The thing is, I feel like divine intervention is coming in to have you choose something genuine and sincere and from the heart here. That is a huge transition. For some of you, it's literally moving, all right? Or metaphoric if it's not actual moving, all right, or moving in with someone. Four of Wands, very foundational, right? This is definitely a card of breaking free from something, the Chariot card, moving forward. The Eight of Cups is when we've emotionally put a lot into something in the past, but it just ain't working, man. It's not working for us. So now we are getting very clear and decisive about where we are headed. All right. So I do feel like it could even be, for some of you, Six of Cups. It could have something to do with a past connection. Oftentimes the Six of Cups is a nostalgia card. It can also, though, be like our children. It can be a good friend. It can be siblings, whatever it may be for you. But there's definitely something here about breaking free and making a clear decision, and then ultimately that's leading you to a very positive foundational experience. Okay, so probably connecting with someone else, because the Four of Wands does have a couple, in the card, very happy, in front of their home, that sort of thing. So it could be moving on from relationships that possibly you put a lot of effort into that just didn't pay off. So you are making the decision to move forward towards something that will pay off or feel foundational for you. It could have something to do with, again, like work, career, anything like that. Moving, I would say for a lot of you, it may have very strong indications here of prediction value of you actually moving. into a home or moving in with someone, something along those lines. So it looks very positive in the prediction area. I would say the one thing to really highlight here is that your mind, your thoughts might be telling you that you have all the time in the world. And at first I thought that looked pretty good. But then once I put those feelings cards out, I realized with that judgment card that no, this is more, it's not about thinking you have all the time in the world. It's more about making a real good decision, something that feels right for you, even if it's difficult, even if it means it's going to be a tower, a volatile situation or an upsetting situation or a shocking situation. It's time to bring that as sincerely as possible so that you can move forward into this more positive energy here. Okay, so that's what I have for Capricorn. Let's go to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, all right. Could be a Leo on your mind, or just things are looking sunnier. All right, let's see. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Okay, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, Mars, any placement. Oh, we have the Empress showing up. 3 of Pentacles. All right. So Taurus energy. You could be feeling more abundant at your work. And there's your card, Aquarius. Having some sort of conversation. Okay. Looking at different perspectives. Okay, tell me more about Aquarius, please. What's going on for Aquarius? Thank you. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely someone could be on your mind. I feel, okay, Aquarius, I feel like everyone is on your mind except for you. All right. So we have this like Emperor showing up in your thoughts. We have this King of Pentacles showing up in your thoughts. And we have this like cute 6 of Cups showing up in your thoughts. So it's like, but where are you in this equation? All right. So let me put down the rest of the spread. It's not like a bad thing necessarily, but, it just kind of feels like everyone else is in your thoughts. So maybe you're there could be some avoidance, like you're not thinking possibly about what you need or what you want or what you desire, something like that. Okay. Oh, there's the Empress. Okay. And the 3 of Wands. Okay, very positive, though. Virgo, Taurus could be on your mind. Aries is showing up in this reading as well. Okay, so I feel like, though, in your emotions, like you're in a good place. So I'll take back what I said about the other. I don't think it's a scolding, where it's like, hey, Aquarius, stop thinking about everybody else and, give some love to yourself and all that sort of stuff. No, I think you're good because you have like the 6 of Wands, the Empress, and the 3 of Wands showing up here more in like what I would kind of designate as like your feelings area of this spread. So those are all very positive. They're a positive outlook. A confident outlook, a nurturing outlook. I mean, you have the Empress smack in the middle here. So I do feel like if there is others on your mind, it's not like you are fake people pleasing or something like that, or where sometimes people get into that mode, like they just think about everybody else all the time and it's almost like a martyrdom. I don't get that. I feel with the Empress, it's just your natural nurturing energy, aglow here. You have the 3 of Wands. I do feel like you are positive about your future as far as your feelings. So I feel like things may be like starting to feel like they are coming together for you. Just more positivity is what I see going on for you right now. Yeah, you have the 3 of Cups underneath the deck. There may be something you're looking forward to in a couple months that is that's why you're feeling so confident. There may be something that's coming up where you feel like maybe you're going somewhere, going on a trip or planning a trip or something along those lines, or there's like a celebration coming up that you're looking forward to. Okay. Yeah, Six of Swords definitely could have something to do with like travel or a trip that you might be looking forward to. Okay. All right. So we have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So, okay, see, it's coming though. I feel like your current energy is sort of like nothing really exciting, quite frankly. Six of Swords, Ten of Wands, Page of Swords. But the thing is, your ship is coming in. That's what I see. So it's like where you are at as far as how you are feeling about yourself and how you are feeling more nurturing toward yourself and to others is going to be something that is like working in your favor. It is something that's going to be something that to celebrate, something to feel good about. I do feel like it's something, though, a little bit further ahead, maybe a couple months away or 3 months away, something like that. So right now in current energy, and I'm talking current, all right, like today, tomorrow, maybe the next day. It's just sort of like, same old, same old. That's what I see right now. So you may just feel kind of tired, overworked, when am I going to get a break? I've been working hard, that kind of thing. Might even be a little annoyed at that. Also, someone, if you have children, they could be annoyed that like you have to move or that you have to work or something like that too. So there could be dealing with transitional energy there if you have like a little one or something along those lines. But I think for most of you, it's like if it's a relationship, like romantic relationship or a work and career thing, then it's kind of more of the same old, same old. I don't see anything really transitioning or changing in a oh my gosh, this is happening, kind of way, at least over the next few days. Okay. I feel like things are going to stay probably around like they kind of are. Right. So then there may be a little bit of annoyance towards that. But the thing is, it's like, hold on to that energy though, that feeling that things are changing, things are developing, because I can see the personal development within you that is so strong and so positive here that it's like it can't help but come out in a positive way a little bit further down the road. So let me get some advice for you at this time. Also too, if you're annoyed with anyone right now, again, I feel like let it go. It's fine. You're in this Empress energy. You're in this confidence. Look forward to your future, and whatever anybody else is doing, let them do whatever they're doing. Right? It's not something that will help you, to your more positive outcome. Okay. So what advice is there? Advice for Aquarius? Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, Devil card, Tower here. I would say to keep anything at arm's length that is confusing or isn't of value for you right now on your positivity. Avoid things that are not helping you to stay in the energy of positivity. And those who just want to give you like a bunch of, I don't know, like this Emperor could be the type that what do they call that? Like gaslights, like makes you think like you are being confusing or you are being crazy or something like that. It's like, just keep all that stuff at arm's length. Do stand up for yourself, that sort of thing, but not to the point where it's becoming valueless and it doesn't mean anything. So for instance, it's like sometimes when there's a controlling person in our lives, it's like, yes, sometimes it is a good idea to stand up for ourselves at a certain point. But if it's like all the time, then it kind of becomes valueless. Like this person's not going to change. No matter how much you stand up for yourself or stand up for this person or that person that may be within the family unit or, or at work, whatever your unit is with this controlling person. So it's like, at a certain point, it's like, it's just not worth it at all. It's not worth it to stand up to them. It's not worth it to, just keep avoiding them. It's not worth it to please them so that they don't get all controlling. It's like, none of it's worth it, so it's like, instead, It's like, what's worth it is to realize that it's not worth it. And I'm not saying the human being isn't worth it. I'm just saying that situation, there's nothing that you can do to like win that situation. The only thing you can do to win that situation is win for yourself and maintain your composure, your confidence, and realize this is not for me, and I need to, kind of disrupt the situation, get out, move on, let it go, and do what I can to just like not play in to their situation. That's what I'm seeing going on here. So that's the advice, that I'm seeing. So for predictive value, not too much going on right now, but maintain, that beautiful confidence, nurturing energy, and positive view towards your future. And I feel like things can look a lot different in a few months. Okay. All right. So we're on to, let's see, that was Aquarius. We're on to Pisces. We are. Okay. Pisces. Make that choice. It could be really good. All right. Get out of that loop of indecision. Things could really look good for you. All right. No, yes, I could. All right, what's going on for Pisces, please? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, any placements? Pisces. Highest and clearest, please. Ooh, could be a little new love offer on the horizon. I see a little Page of Cups under there with a Ace of Cups. Something a little flirty. Aquarius maybe wanting to take you out to dinner, or a Gemini. Maybe another Pisces. All right, what's going on, Pisces? Wow. Okay. Yep. Little flirty Page of Cups came out. Okay. You may be interested in someone, though. I can't tell if it's them coming towards you. We'll see when we get to the more predictive energy. But there's definitely, because sometimes this can, absolutely be a Pisces card. So maybe this is you wanting to flirt or extend interest towards someone. But I don't know. There is some confusion here, whether or not like this person is open for things. So I don't know. You may be just feeling confused about someone who, like, 1 minute they're keeping you at arm's length, the next minute they're saying some confusing ass thing that's like makes you think, well, maybe they do like me, or maybe they are into me. I don't know. So it feels like you are possibly having difficulty like navigating this situation as far as a person in your energy, what exactly they are meaning with you. Okay, so let's see. All right, it could be a Leo. Yeah, Page of Swords. Knight of Wands. Okay. So I clearly see someone resisting here, and then someone like pressing forward here. So again, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be in any situation. It could be a family situation. It could be like your kid asking you for something and pushing forward, and you're sort of like, oh, it could be a work situation where you are, being, I don't know, somebody could like have a crush on you. Maybe they're stopping by your desk a lot, something like that. But whatever the situation is, I see resistance, and I see like somebody like trying to talk to you anyway. Okay, so let's get a little bit more on that. Okay. Oh, somebody could be resisting because they're married. All right, if it is romance. Yeah, I feel like it's a work thing, like a work connection. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of pages here. So it feels like something that hasn't really developed yet, but there's a lot of thinking about it going on from probably both sides. But I don't see like much happening with this right now. That doesn't mean it won't, happen, but in current energy. So by current energy, I'm just talking about a couple days, few days. I don't think there's much going on with a situation, but I think there's a lot more going on up here and in here than is being like broadcast. Okay. So in other words, I do see a flirty situation. It does not have to be romance. I mean, we can flirt with the idea of this or flirt with the idea of that. Or again, it could be, someone who is flirting with the idea of bringing something to you, but they're not sure, so whatever it may be for you, the main energetic message that I can bring to you in this general reading is that there is a lot of like sincere kind of well, it's sincere and flirty. Let's say that. Okay, with things, sincere, flirty energy, but there's a lot of resistance going on, is what I am seeing. So, thus, it's like I don't feel like anything is quite like gelling yet. I do feel like there's definitely thinking about things. I feel like there's someone here that's either already committed or married if it is a romantic situation, and that's why it's sort of like nothing's really happening here yet, and there's just this sort of like outskirt of things. Okay, I do feel like there's some resistance here. If it's work and career for you, maybe you're flirting with the idea of, putting in resumes somewhere else or something like that. Again, I don't really see that there's like a big forward push for that in the prediction energy. It doesn't mean that it can't happen for you. I believe anything can happen for you for sure, but I'm just saying predictively, it doesn't seem like that is going on over the next few days. I don't think there's any major changes or major inspirations that are coming up going, yeah, I need to get those resumes out. I feel like it's probably more of a chill week for you, but there's definitely a lot more going on, in that head of yours and that heart of yours than is actually being represented in like your day-to-day life. So pretty soon, I would say, because we did see a tower earlier, I remember that. Pretty soon, usually, if that is what's going on, we have a lot going on in our head, we got a lot going on in our heart, but it's not really coming out in our filtering through our day-to-day life. Pretty soon, then we do see towers, because things do need to like get out. Things need to explode, or think of like a volcano or something like that, right? So I would say, you're probably okay with getting away with something like that for 10 days, something like that, with this energy of these two tens. But I would say by your birthday, like things should start developing more toward what your heart is really calling you to do. Because as things progress, as we progress through this season, getting closer and closer to your birthday, that's when, the sun is strongest in your chart, and you can really have a burst of positivity and some good things happen for you then. So I would say start getting prepared and start noticing that there's more going on in your heart and head than you maybe want to admit about something or someone. And give that a little bit more of your magician tools to see if you can't manifest something here, okay? Because by your birthday, things could look a lot different. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed your readings, and I will see you soon.